Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Rijkaard is there and he can get that clear. And he gets rid in a hurry. There's the hit! And that's off target. He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like it.
Nunez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Montpellier with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Szoboszlai, and there's green grass ahead of him. Rummenigge gets through on his own. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that has been cleared. Bakula! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Rummenigge. Etta, and the shot! He's scored! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Neymar.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Nunez! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's played him through. Robertson gets rid without sophistication. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nunez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. De Paul could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Vieira. Kimmich spots it and intercepts.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aims beyond the defence. It's a goal kick. He's shifting through the gears here. Rummenigge is wide and looking to get onto this. That is a brilliant interception. That's tidy.
There they go, hunting again. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yamal, now it's Darwin, and he was quick to react. Cleared without complication. Half-time getting close now. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's hoisted clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
There will be 1 minute at
Messi.
a time.
It's a pretty loose pass. De Paul. Back into the middle. Here comes the cross. Shot a goal! It's in! Montpellier! Back on level terms! He won't get many simpler than that. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Tunisia head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost... Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Barcola deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Kimmich. Oh, good-looking ball. Eto'o. Rummenigge! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. Can he put it away? Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Montpellier appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed.
The attendance for
A
this
reprieve,
match was
albeit perhaps momentary.
71,898.
Yamal. De Paul. De Paul! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Szoboszlai, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Yamal, Darwin. No luck with that dink over the top. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. That's a nicely weighted pass. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that was very necessary. And it's Eto. He's through here. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball.
Indonesia showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
That's cause for mild irritation.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi. Number 9. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
That's
Number
a decent
2.
clearance.
Coming on the field. Number 18.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
14. Erling Haaland.
Changes him with that
Number
pass.
16. Rodri. Substitution in progress.
Alisson punts it upfield. Szoboszlai. Eto. And they're quick to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has left him in a heap. Interesting ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's running through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Neymar with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Szoboszlai. Coming on to replace him is number 7. Platini.
Montpellier making another change here. Bullet. Gilberto Silva.
Will be 3 minutes.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more of this game...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for it. He's got the shot away! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Rummenigge. He is just caressing the ball.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal. The winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in and on a shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Rijkaard. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Szoboszlai. Indonesia looking to pass their way through.
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And And they've got rid.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Eto. Bastoni. And it's Messi. Indonesia yet to have an attempt on goal. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Gilberto Silva. But it's Thuram. Cruyff. Messi. He is through here. That's very neat. Air Force Club have a free kick. Quickly taken. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Played with finesse. That looks a good ball through.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Bastoni gets it away.
Air Force Club clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now it's Eto. Serginho. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Floated through. Costa Curta. Now it's Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Belletti. Messi. Keeper has taken decisive action. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
And he's quick to get it clear again. And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's going for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Cruyff!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Air Force Club have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Messi. Great ball, and he's in here. He has found the way through. Can he put it away? Cruyff. Neymar. And Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gets a good foot in there. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Neymar. Serginho. Now it's Torres. And Torres! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So, third corner of the game. And he's there to belt it away. So we've reached the hour mark.
Was 29,514.
Now it's Cruyff. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Air Force Club are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cruyff. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Szoboszlai.
That's a modern
He gets big! No, not the best of headers. No way through there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from...
Great hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise, I mean,
Torres! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Fernando Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Cruyff. And it's Belletti. And here's Torres. Serginho. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Adams. And he's gone backward here. Fernando, there's the hit! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Field, number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field is number 15,
Zaire Emery.
In progress.
It's Belletti. Oh, super find. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. That has been knocked clear. Eto'o. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Eto'o. Nice control. He's tried one! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Eto knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Back into the middle. Buffon can claim that. Belletti. Air Force Club desperately searching for the winner here. And it's Cruyff.
You wonder if that's it now.
Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Chance again? No.
Air Force Club really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Fernando Torres. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 23, Mbappe. Number 19, Yamal. Substitution.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's a poor one. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And the ball is out of play. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Costa Curta cuts it out. Rodri. Yamal. And it's Belletti. Rodri. Zaire Emery. Cruyff. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Oh, this looks sharp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is a little undercooked. Let's a look and place it forward.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kaká on a strong run down the right. Up he goes! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kaká. No, that's been intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone. Triol deals with that comfortably. Eto! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Last-ditch defending, but that he's going for goal! Oh, just wide.
Carlos probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
He's through here. Lovely bit of skill. Nice defending, physical and effective. Triol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Collier. And here's Del Piero. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's got away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Szoboszlai proves just a little bit too strong. Van Dijk clears it away. And it's Vieira. Szoboszlai. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And he's straight offside. Almost half an hour in now. Nicely weighted ball. Figo is wide and looking to get onto this. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Figo, and he was quick to react. Plays a delicate ball. Szoboszlai! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Collier. Del Piero. Lovely feet. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Haaland. Well read. And the danger is... There's the hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Carlos really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Nedved, and here's Figo. Oh, shooting chance! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back. And he's let fly. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared away. Van Dijk. And it's Bale. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Szoboszlai! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Bale, Figo. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the...
There's the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's got tall. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline we would have wanted at this stage, although I'm not complaining about the commitment being shown. We've seen plenty of goalmouth action.
Triol. Here's Nedved. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Del Piero. Vieira can get it clear. And the volley. Messi has a shot! Figo. Oh, they could break here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Figo. And the finish! It's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
Kaka at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And here's Hart. Real chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
So, third corner of the game. He's got the shot away! Gilberto Silva looking for options for movement. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Figo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's Pirlo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pirlo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So a double change here, and he rises! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Quick look, then plays it in. And they can counter here. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was quick to react. Looks to the other side. Oh, a delicate chip through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gilberto Silva clears. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required.
Struck first time! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Indonesia were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Kante.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Foden. Has a go! Goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Olise. Great ball if he can get there.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. Shot a goal! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only...
Foden! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Foden is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? And here's Eto. Oh, that's nice. Eto!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he finish? Goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's picked his way through. Szoboszlai. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. Szoboszlai is herring after that one. Olise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, what has happened here? Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Tries a header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Indonesia have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Very nicely done. The pressing's intense, and it's
There
paid
is
off.
3 minutes added time.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that has been cleared. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Foden. Can he put it away? And yes, it's there! And they are cruising away. And the first half is done. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi. Eto'o. Lovely bit of skill. It's Eto'o! Oh, brilliant save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And that should get the job done. Rummenigge. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Thuram. Oh, the shot could be on here. Can he stop it going out? Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. Foden.
Indonesia have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
The attendance for this match was
Now it's Messi.
72,306.
And he's onside. Look at the space here. There's the shot. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. And it's Conte. Nicely weighted ball. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Big Eto'o! Oh, taken with style! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And he was alert to it. Mbappe has given away a free kick. So,
Substitution on
time
the
for
field.
changes on
Number
both sides,
9,
actually.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 10, Messi. Number 2, number
Eto'o.
11,
Threads one in.
Coming on the
Osimhen.
field, number 45, Osimhen. Number 18, Gullit. Number 16, Rodri. Number 22, Hades. Substitutions taking place.
Stoichkov. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Koundé carries the ball down the right. No, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Stoichkov. Del Piero, and he'll shoot here. Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that. And
Now the finish! Sticks it away! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
the keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Indonesia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Olise. Kudus.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's a nicely measured pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well played. Del Piero. Stoichkov. Olise. David Villa. Brilliantly cut out. It's run loose here. Ball played for Conte.
Added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Real chance! It's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Number 18.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split.
And the finish! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That's that, the end. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Mbappe is flagged offside. No, that's been intercepted. Shifted upfield. Van Dijk cuts it out. Mbappe. He's had a shot! Rubenega! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So, what can they come up with here? Tries to get it clear. Otto. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's going to be disappointed with that. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Otto. England looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's found some space here. This is promising. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Eto'o! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture book goal.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a crack.
He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vieira is there, and he can get that clear. Rice. And it's hoisted clear. Clips it so gently.
Look, it's a run defence is this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
He's got tall. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he'll shoot here. Rafinha. And now a sudden chance to counter. Some really good... Rafinha! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And it's Eto. He's played him through. He is through here. Can he finish? Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
A case now of face-to-face with... Can he finish? He scores! Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Gilberto Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! Goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
He's going for goal!
There will be 3
Good hit,
minutes
kept the
added
keeper
time.
honest. Rafinha, Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. And the first half is done. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, and more goals, but only one between them.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
And the action is back on the way. He's in plenty of space here. That'll be a throw. Terrific header! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Messi. He's found a way past. Tonali. Odo.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Gilberto Silva makes the interception. Back into the middle.
Oh, great
Rafinha.
feat, that.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. England have their third corner. Header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitutions taking place.
England choosing to make the first change. Threads one in. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ribery. And that's a superb pass. Rice. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's picked his way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Szoboszlai, always onto this. Ter Stegen getting this one clear. Messi. Now it's Owen. Now it's Rice. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribery. Rafinha. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Koundé. And it's Ribery. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Owen is on his own. Hits one! Cleared away. Now it's Owen.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Messi. Coming on to replace
Eto'o
him
might
is
just make this.
number 7,
Now it's Owen.
Platini.
Now it's
Substitution in
Messi.
progress.
Although really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Owen, he's had a hit! And it's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level!
England clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Too long, and over the line.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Tunisia making another change here. Pullet
Coming on
getting
the
the call
field
here
is
in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he welcomes it. Great hit! Drilled in low.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was
on the
onto it
field.
so quickly and very
9,
nearly made them pay.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on to replace him is number 14.
Ribery wins the duel this time.
Substitution.
Pullet. Eto'o. He's got away. Van Dijk did well to stay calm there. Ribery.
Added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
Owen. England are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well played and well cleared.
Chance here to counter. Vieira. Just eases him off the ball. Ribery. And it's played forward. It's a goal kick. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Played with finesse. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now, who's going to be first to this? That's been cut out, well played. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Fires from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Haaland! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Quarter of an hour played. Rummenigge wins the duel this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Rummenigge might just make this. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Greenish providing an outlet on that flank. And now they can clear their lines. He gets big! Goal! Head and vein! First blood drawn. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Modric.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Plays a delicate ball. Ruben Diaz spots it and intercepts. And it's Grealish. Great ball if he can get there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Eto'o proves just a little bit too strong. Rummenigge. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good spot, he's seen the run. Brilliantly cut out. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Modric. Haaland! That's a shade optimistic. Messi. Van der Ven does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Haaland. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Eto'o. Rummenigge. Well timed, excellent interception. Well read, nice interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kimmich. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought that...
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Heerenveen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short. Oh, that's neat. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Soboslai is herring after that one. Some resolute defending there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi has a go! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Haaland. And it's Modric.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely measured pass.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Modric. And here's Grealish. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that's an errant pass. And that has left him in a heap. Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich shifted it to the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Modric. Oh, smashing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that's well seen too.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
The most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold. Messi, real chance here. Great hit! And it's hoisted clear. He won't be happy with that one. Grealish.
Heerenveen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Neuer. Modric. Now it's Grealish. He has found the way through. Oh, he's been caught, and the shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution on the field.
in vain, are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution in progress.
Deftly away.
Indonesia are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Great run on the overlap here. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And that's been won straight back. Kimmich. Rodri.
There will be 3
Rodri
minutes added
unable to
time.
make it happen for all his good intentions. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Alaba. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And that should get the job done. Vieira. And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And just a quick reminder.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too
Hello,
much riding on
everybody,
it,
and
but
welcome to
it is
today's
equally
match.
clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Up for a header! They've got to be quick to recover this. No way through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's good vision. It's Eto'o! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that...
Great chance! Oh, it's come loose. And that has been clubbed away. João Neves. Now the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
This ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a good ball through. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Big chance! And another try! They've done it! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Fiddles it through. Well, played right into his path. Real chance here. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's through here. Buffon, will they claim to that? Back into the middle. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Eto'o is wide and looking to get onto this. Soboslai. Decent hit! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, the contact was as crisp as it comes. The direction was the issue.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome to
set.
today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. The fry promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Back into the middle. Rijkaard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, sweet feet. Balde.
Inter clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Bellingham. Deftly done. No luck with that dink over the top. Bellingham. For Stefan de Vrij. Bellingham. Now it's Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. He won't be happy with that one. He could be in here. Buffon will lay claim to that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedri. Bellingham. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Great ball if he can get there. Got a shot away. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Gilberto Silva. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's a nicely measured pass. Now the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Koundé. Kimmich. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's had a hit! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. He can run onto that. He's got the shot away! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Koundé.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Buffon getting this one clear. Defending was fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri, who's set up one goal so far. Szoboszlai. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Bellingham. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he can clear it away. And he was alert to it. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Eto. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Kimmich. Well timed, excellent interception. That has ended up in no man's land. And he was quick to react. Indonesia are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Kimmich. It's Pedri. Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pedri. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe gets through on his own. And yet another chance goes to waste.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Time then
Messi.
for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bastoni does really well to win the ball there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been
And he
indicated.
thumps it clear. Bellingham. Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Bastoni. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that is out of play. Rice. Fernando Torres. And that is expertly dealt with. Alessandro Costa, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Barcola. And it's Ribéry. Mohamed Salah. Out for a throw. Guardiola.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, that's nice. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's played forward. Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. He's in plenty of space here. And the shot! And that has earned and another try! Szoboszlai. Hoisted in. And a header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vieira. Rummenigge. And he walks. And the shot! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's found a way past. And here's Barcola. Szoboszlai is onto it in a flash. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Ribery. Roberto Carlos. Ribery. And here's Torres. Has a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ribery actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Vieira getting this one clear. Alexander-Arnold. There's the delivery. Oh, brilliant! Just brilliant! Barcelona go into the lead. Szoboszlai. Messi. Played with finesse. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Roberto Carlos. Mohamed Salah with a fine tackle. Mohamed Salah gets it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Gilberto Silva. Now it's Eto'o. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot a goal! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are already promptly back underway. Now it's Ribery. Mohamed Salah. And he's whipped it across. Vieira gets it away. He's gone for goal! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Guardiola. And he's quick to snatch it back. Ribery. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Ribery. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Nice control. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Ribery cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Has a goal! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, this is a great position. Shapes to shoot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third quarter of the game. Vieira is there to clear. It's lofted through here. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that has been clubbed away. That'll be a throw. Rice. Ribéry. Swept in. Vieira. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Ribéry. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Alexander-Arnold looking understandably energised after his goal. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Torres finds himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20. Fernando Torres. El dorsal 14. Ribéry. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10. El dorsal 19. Messi.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Gilberto Silva succumbs to the pressure. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rafinha. And here's Mbappe. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Great chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Clips it so gently. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rafinha just eases him off the ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Lobbed in behind. Lewandowski looking to get on the end of this. And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.
Halo Mas, ya. Terima kasih yang mampir. Ini internetnya berat kali ya. Terus
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt, it
to
is the week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Szoboszlai.
see.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this could be all about the power of Yaya Toure. When he switches to a higher gear, the rest of the team seems to follow, and his burst into the box may decide the winners and losers here.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Rummenigge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gullit. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Szoboszlai charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Oh.
And it's Eto'o. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Szoboszlai providing an outlet on that flank. In comes the corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Roberto Carlos, and he lines up a cross. Toure can get it clear. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gullit. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Eto'o. Nicely weighted ball. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to know...
Rummenigge! And he's done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Works it forward. Pass somewhat off target. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That's a nicely measured pass. Gullit.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Indonesia have it back and can go again. Pirlo, and here's Eto'o. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
Delay.
Vieira. Eto. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he cuts out the supply. Eto. He's had a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Rummenigge demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That is good alertness. Vieira. Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. He's found a way through. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's intervened well there. Well, there's the clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Dixon. Great run on the overlap here. Rummenigge. Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the first half is done. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How would you review the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So once again, we're underway. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Oh, what a mistake! Leicester does really well to win the ball there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he thumps it clear. Rummenigge. Decent hit! Now that is commitment to the cause. Important interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cruyff. And it's hoisted clear. Szoboszlai. Rummenigge. Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Szoboszlai. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is...
And the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Oh, it...
Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Eto.
Ya está. Oh.
Looking for options for movement. Hullet. Rummenigge. Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
550.
It's their second corner of the game. That's an excellent interception. Can he finish? It's in! And again they hit the front. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Soboslai, he's got away. Shapes to shoot!
Indonesia are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eto. It's Eto! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Indonesia have their second corner now. Caceres clears. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. Looking here to chip it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff.
Oh, safety.
Pirlo. Eto proves just a little bit too strong. Vieira. That's a good ball played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just about up to 75 minutes. And the finish! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And now he has two. So all square. There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Corner number 3 coming up. Deftly away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Soboslai.
Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Indonesia have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Clips it so gently. Pass is just off target. And they're back on the ball again.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
That's a poor throw, that. Picked off with relative ease. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thinks one through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Vardy! Oh, brilliant from Vardy! And that has raised the roof! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Indonesia take what looks to be a decisive... That's that, the end. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody...